This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 958, 8 Ways to Have More Time by Chris Guillebeau of chrisguillebeau.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your very own personal narrator. Happy Thursday if you're listening in real time. This is where I read to you just like an audiobook, usually from blogs, but sometimes books. And before we get to it, this episode of Optimal Living Daily is brought to you by Aptiv. Aptiv produces audio-based workouts created by certified personal trainers, available through a mobile app. New members get 30% off an annual membership. Visit aptiv.com/old. That's AAPTIV.com/OLD. Now let's get right to it and continue optimizing your life. 8 Ways to Have More Time by Chris Guillebeau of chrisguillebeau.com. I've always wanted to be one of those people who needs only 4 or 5 hours of sleep at night. Unfortunately, I'm not. Without a consistent minimum of 6 to 8 hours, and usually on the high side of that range, I don't perform very well. If you're like me and you need your sleep, and if you're not otherwise superhuman, you may need to hack your way to greater time and productivity. Many of us are constantly looking for more time. These 8 tips might help. Number 1, don't let other people schedule your life. First and foremost, do everything you can to remain in charge of as much of your schedule as possible. Learn your most productive periods and schedule your work around them. If you do any kind of creative work, you need to find a way to reserve time and space for your projects in a comfortable environment and on the schedule that works best for you. Sure, you probably don't have complete autonomy over your life, but that's okay. Wherever you do have autonomy or wherever you can reclaim it, assert your independence and make your own choices. Number 2, decide what's important and do it first every day. In our modern age, there's always one more thing that can be done. To battle against the limitless options, decide from the very beginning what's most important. Then before you move on to everything else, tackle that task. I usually choose 2 to 3 things that are most important, and I've noticed a recurring pattern. Getting one of those things done is no problem. Getting 2 of them done is usually feasible. I can also get plenty of other things done throughout the course of any given day, but trying to do 3 big things is often a challenge for me. I'm not sure why, but for whatever reason, I work best with a combination of 2 big things plus other small stuff every day. Since I know that about myself, I try to work with that combination as much as possible. Number 3, pay close attention to what makes you happy. If you work on things you enjoy, you'll complete them faster and be less tired. With the extra time, you can move on to other tasks because there's always more work to be done, or you can do something else. Consider it bonus time. Oh, and you'll also be happier. Number 4, stop watching TV. I don't actually think watching TV is terrible. If you have a favorite show on Netflix, no big deal. If you have 6 favorite shows on Netflix, however, that might be a problem. Use TV or other entertainment as rewards for completing tasks. When you finish that big important thing on your day's task list, spend half your lunch break watching an episode of that show. But otherwise, keep your head down. We all make time for what's important to us. What's most important to you? Number 5, schedule your breaks and enjoy them. Break time is important, and none of us can focus forever. If you don't allow yourself to slow down, your body and mind will mutiny on you and force to slow down. Better to be in control of the process, and better to enjoy the downtime instead of just sitting in a slump and trying to plow through something that isn't working. Just as you give yourself a most important assignment every day, give yourself at least 1 long break or 2 short breaks every day. Number 6, look through your calendar and cancel things you aren't excited about. You know how sometimes you agree to something you don't have a good feeling about? Whenever possible, avoid going through with it. This is a great way to free up hours, blocks of time, or whole evenings from your life. Cancel that appointment or opt out of a group activity you're dreading. Then to avoid getting in these situations in the first place, see tip number 1. Number 7, if you keep putting something off, just let it go. There are 2 great ways of dealing with that thing that you're procrastinating over. A, just get it done, aka push through the pain, and B, give up. Either of these ways are preferable to the choice that many of us make to just keep deferring the item, leaving it on our list or in our mind, taking up space and draining energy that could be put to much better use elsewhere. And number 8, before you go to bed, decide on tomorrow's most important action. Ask yourself, what's the big thing for tomorrow? If nothing else gets done, what's the number one action that will get me closer to my goals? The next morning, start working on that thing that you've prepared. Then when you watch Netflix later or do whatever it is that serves as your escape, instead of feeling regret, you'll feel the satisfaction of having done something important. And you'll also have more time, even with sleeping at least 6 to 8 hours every night. You just listened to the post titled 8 Ways to Have More Time by Chris Guillebeau of chrisguillebeau.com. Thank you again to Aptiv for their support. Aptiv produces audio-based workouts created by certified personal trainers, available through a mobile app. They use expert trainers for maximum results and motivation. The trainers have a wide range of personalities, so you can even find the personal training style that motivates you best. Plus, there are a variety of classes and levels to keep you engaged with your fitness program over time, ranging from beginner to intermediate to advanced, with more than 2,500 workouts available on the platform and 30 or more new classes added each week. It's a flexible audio workout format, so you can work out just the way you like at the gym or home, even outside or when you're traveling. And they even have 5K, 10K, half, and full marathon training programs. If you've always wanted to get involved with marathons, I checked those out and they're great. But you can simply pick the type of guidance you are feeling up for that day. And subscriptions start at $14.99 billed monthly or $99.99 for an annual membership. But for a limited time, new members get 30% off an annual membership, which is just $69.99 for the whole year of unlimited workouts. Visit aptiv.com/old. That's AAPTIV.com/OLD. I hope you're having a great Thursday if you're listening in real time. And I'll see you in tomorrow's show where we'll hear from Mark Manson and where your optimal life awaits.